Camel Barn, that's the building that's on your right-hand side here, was built in 1854 by a Frenchman, and 14 of his masons all came from Paris, France. They were hired by the United States government because all the men around here were in the gold fields. So they had to do something different. And it got the nickname the Camel Barns is because they actually bought 84 camels in North Africa, brought them to Texas, Galveston, Texas, and we marched them across the Southwest. But we not only marched them across, they measured and cataloged everything that they did. It took them actually 2.5 years to go from there to Fort Chacon. That's at Gorman, California. Now, the reason for that is they went completely up the Red River into the Idaho and all the way up to and equaling what we would know as Custer's Battlefield. So all of that was researched, and like I say, it took them 2.5 years. So after they got to Fort Chacon, this is about 1856. They bought them in 1852. So they were there a while. They tried using them as mail delivery. They tried harnessing plows to them. I mean, they tried everything, and it didn't work. And of course, they didn't know what TLC meant, you know, tender loving care. So the camels would spit at them. They could spit 20, 30 feet. So, and they would do other things. They would bite them. I mean, and these guys hated them, you know. They wanted their horses back. But the camels could walk, you see. They could walk 7.5 miles an hour. A horse can only walk 3. A camel can go 30 days without food or water. A horse can go 3. They can carry his own weight, which a horse can only carry about 1/3 of his weight. So the camels were really useful, and they did a lot with them. But when they finally got them all together in 1864, they moved them to Benicia December the 10th. And that same year, at the tail end, they auctioned them off in this very yard where we're standing here. And they got $1,495 for the remaining 35 camels. They paid $800 a piece for them in 1852. So one man bought them. His name was McKeever. He took them to Walker Lake, Hawthorne, Nevada, and turned them loose. Okay? 35 camels were turned into the desert. Now the great story here is that nobody really cared, you know? And of course a few miners found them, and then they, for their excitement, they would have races. Okay? They only had 2 camels, but they would have races. And all kinds of guys would get on it and fall off, you know, and everything. So finally, they decided that maybe we need to count, see if we can find some more. So they went out, and of course nothing was seen of it. But a lady did see one in Tonopah, Nevada, in her front yard, eating her carrots. She got all upset, seeing this very ugly looking thing. This is in 1926. She ups and shoots and kills the camel. This building here was originally 3 stories high. It burned in 1912. Burned 1 million rifles, 2 million rounds of ammunition, and I don't know how many blankets, but there were just tons and tons of stuff that burned up in this building. This building has been used as a hospital during World War I, the Spanish-American War. This building was used to bring everybody in and give them their ID cards, and all kinds of training was here. So this was a major building, and you notice the small slits down front here. Those are all gun ports, and the 2 large slits. If you'll stop here for right about here, driver, that'd be fine.